Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing our homeschool room, all the stuff we have picked out for this new school year. My kids are only 4, 2, and 1. So it's mainly for the 4-year-old, but the 4-year-old and 2-year-old do everything together, is what I've learned. And so it's for the two of them just to have a little fun preschool at home. So first I'm going to show you the room briefly, and then I'll show the curriculum we have. Okay, so this is the room. It's technically our formal dining room, but we don't use it for that, obviously. This table, my husband actually made this from an office that we had previously. So basically there's the table. I have some storage in there, the printer, and here is the where I store a lot of the stuff that I don't want them to get into all the time. You can also see this is where we have a lot of our books that we use for reading time. And then you can see obviously these posters. I got these posters from a learning store, Lakeshore Learning here in California, but you can get these online from Lakeshore or from anywhere on Amazon. You can find tons of them. I just like that they're really big and really colorful, and the kids love them. Show me what numbers he knows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He knows them all? Then we just have some decor, and then we have the rug. This is from Lowe's. Then over here, all of our stuff is in here. Up here, I got these two cushions. Also from Lakeshore, but you could find these online. This is the flexible seating, flex seating thing where it's kind of has some air in it, so that you have to kind of balance, and it keeps them more engaged. And I like it because I'm always sit back on your cushion. And so they have two, so they don't fight over them. They're the exact same color. Here we have, at the end of the day, if there's something that's printed out or something, I was gonna put completed work, but they're literally 4 and 2. So it says, to show daddy. So once this fills up, when we do stuff, we'll show it to him. It's kind of fun. Then here I have this daily schedule chart. I also got this at Lakeshore, which you can get online or something similar. And it just has these Velcro things, which I really like. And this, which is so fun for them. But it's up, so I set it up for the days that we do school. I set it up, it's basically the same. Sometimes I'll switch things up. At school you don't normally have breakfast, so I made this actually online breakfast, and I made one that says swim so that I can put those on. So I make them on Canva, but it also comes with a whole bunch, and I have more that I didn't put up. And then we just move throughout the day, so they can see. And I'll get them crackers and they'll say, well, where's the juice? I'm like, okay, this is not literal. So yeah, have our little family rules, just some basic ones that I tell them, no hitting, no biting, stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and lay things out on the ground so you can see what we're actually doing this year. Okay, so it looks like a lot, and it probably is, but let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so this is first our morning basket. I thought I would show every morning we do devotions, a Bible story. This has seen better days. We do recitation like their birthday, their parents' names, their address, their age, their name, just getting that practiced. And then we do poems. So we do this one a lot and this one a lot. So that's our morning routine. We don't do it every morning, but most mornings. Okay, so after breakfast, I usually send them outside and they play outside while I clean up and prep kind of for the day a little bit. Then we'll come inside, change, and then we'll do our circle time, or school time we call it. So usually I'll have them sit here on the cushions and we'll go through all these posters, which it's been really nice having them out, because even in a moment where we're not doing that per se, they're just hanging around the house, they'll reference them and look at them and test each other and test themselves. Then usually I talk to them about the weather. We have another one that's seasons, but I forgot. I don't know where it is actually right now. Another fun thing I like to do is half and whole. That's something teaching them. So I just made this online. We'll just pretend like we're in a restaurant. Half and whole, teaching them that, teaching them small, medium, large. I just made this, and we go to coffee shops a lot, so they got that real quick, and we'll order. But these are just, extra things. Okay, so then here's the rest of the stuff. We do not do all this every single day. This is just everything that we do have, and we do a couple of things a day, so I will show you. Okay, so for math, for example, we have these, which I got online, 1 through 20. We have a preschool beginner math book, basic math ages 2 through 4. I'll link down below. Always a big fan of JDA. She makes this. I printed it out, got it bound. So we've already started in this, and my son's actually pretty far along in this. But yeah, it's coloring, circling, tracing, and matching. Then another one that was recommended that I really like is this mathematical reasoning book. And this one, this was kind of pricey. It was like $34. It says age 3. What I like about it, it's just really, really cool, colorful pictures. And this is math concepts and logic. So it'll say, you know, he'll just point which dog has more spots, which dog has fewer spots, like this. So it's teaching you like order, you know, who will be first, second, and third, fourth. And you just have to point. So we really like this one. I'll link this down below. That's for math. So some days we will just do math. We try to touch on like the big 3, reading, writing, and math in some way. So sometimes we use workbooks. I try to do things hands-on as much as possible. So a lot of times we'll do math with, a lot of times we'll use the manipulatives, or we'll do whiteboards, or we'll jump on things. And it's so easy at this age to think of little games for them. It's not hard. I don't like use anything for that. But so I don't have like a curriculum for that. I just, you know, find the game in my head and just implement it. But this is like, by the end of the year, my goal is to have these thoroughly, they don't have to be completely finished, but like him be able to do everything. And even if we didn't do every single page, just him to be able to do that. So this is kind of like a tester like of how we're doing, if that makes sense. Then for reading, a big thing I'm teaching him is letter sounds, which he now knows all his letter sounds, his short vowel letter sounds. And then after that, we have the literacy book. So this comes like in a package. She'll sell the math, literacy, and writing ones. So this one is about like recognizing letters, things that start with that letter, and stuff like that. As you can see, he's done a lot of it. This one's really good for like different fonts, capital and lowercase. And then after that, we'll be starting on this book of hers, which is Elemental Phonics 1. They have 2 and 3. My goal is just to get through this, and you just do 1 lesson a day. And so you do like b, e, be. So that's just 1 lesson a day. And then by the end of it, you're doing CVC, and then you're doing things like this. And there's a couple sight words, but okay. Then for writing, this one's a little bit more monotonous, but it's just straight up writing, and it's like the easiest letters to write to the more complex ones. So we usually keep writing on a whiteboard, so we haven't done this one as much, but we'll definitely get into that. And then in the mornings, I like to have them, I have their names here, and I'll have them trace their names so they can get used to writing their names. I just have these like little things you can put a marker in here. I'll link these down below from Amazon. So that's reading, writing, and math. A lot of times for math, we'll also do this. So these are 2 binders that I made. We'll just do this math folder sometime. What you see, I need to clear these off. But this one is cool because it's laminated. You can just wipe it off and do it again and again and again. He's gone through this binder like a bunch of times. I like that it's like number order and stuff like that, matching. And one thing teaching is patterns, A-B patterns. And then this is a preschool learning binder. Hello, Jojo. Which is for Jojo, but Elliot ends up doing this one a lot because when Jojo's doing that one, he likes to do this one. And it has a little bit more interactive things that he understands. So we'll do this with him. And they'll both, like, I'll just set out binders. What I've learned, because I thought, okay, I'll have him do something separate and him do something separate. They enjoy doing the same thing at the same time. So if he has a binder, he wants a binder.
Big bear.
Where does the animal belong? Yeah, so Elliot loves doing this one. So when he's doing that binder, he does this binder. Like, okay, and then like for fine motor skills, you know, we do a lot of drawing and stuff like that. So here, this is just like our everyday stuff. Okay, so we have the scissor skills. This is just a simple book, and I'll give them scissors, cut out a page, and then they'll like cut out this item. Here's their scissors from Target. These sketchbooks are from Target. What I like about them is that they can close. They're really big. So I've labeled them, and then they'll just sketch. We have crayons and markers in here. And then these are their whiteboards from Lakeshore, and we do a lot of work on the whiteboards. There's the whiteboard markers. So this is more like art, fine motor, I guess you could say. Or you could call it science, I guess. A lot of times I'll have them when they're drawing, or they like to just draw on their whiteboard, I'll be reading. So I'll show them these. We have a bunch of different animals. And we have these ones, what makes you ill, why do people eat. I think I've shown these before, but I just like how thorough they are. We also have plant secrets, which are all about plants and seeds and how that all works. This one they love, First Encyclopedia of Science. This was recommended someone, and I just think the pictures, the whole thing is so fun. They love this. It's like endlessly interesting to them. So this is like the main science book. And then we also have the human body. Then for logic, we do these brain quests. This is 3 to 4, 3 to 4, and this is 4 to 5. So he's really maxed out the 3 to 4 one, and he pretty much knows all of these too, but we'll kind of go through that. Because that's something I feel like isn't taught in school a lot, logic. Okay, so I printed this out, because it's like, okay, well, what am I teaching him, you know? And it's just really basic stuff. So I assessed it like at the beginning of the school year, what he can do, and then I plan to do it every 3 months or so. So, you know, understands big and small, stuff about colors, stuff about math, pre-writing, reading, vocabulary, social, needs more, I guess, position and direction, time, logic, and writing. Anyway, I just feel like a lot of these just happen naturally through living life. So it's not like something you really have to track, but it's fun to track. Okay, so the circle time and doing some sort of book, drawing, tape, then doing some sort of either reading, writing, a little bit of reading, writing, and math takes about total 30 minutes. They really don't have much of an attention span beyond that. Then I'll probably set them up with something like I said, fine motor. So I'll set them up with paint or coloring or scissors or watercolor. And often I'll play, we got this awesome CD from their grandparents, CD player, play music, stuff like that. And then often we'll do like a snack at that time. And then I call this, it says group time, I call it reading time, have them read on their own. Usually we have to go back outside before it's actually lunchtime. So then they'll go back outside again. Okay, then in the garage here, I moved a lot of stuff that was previously in a cabinet. These are all puzzles. I counted, we have 20 puzzles. This was our church's preschool was closing, so they gave us all of these. So sometimes their fine motor thing will be puzzles. So I'll just come out, get a couple puzzles for them and have them do that. And then here I have more stuff. So a lot of times in the end of the day or after we're done with everything, these are like games that they can do. So they have a construction site puzzle. One game that they can do is Candyland and Chutes and Ladders. I got those at Target for like super cheap. This is more puzzles. This is a cool thing I saw recommended for like a screen-free activity, you know, when you're waiting at a restaurant or something. It's a little beyond their capabilities, but you can make like planes and stuff. I'll try to link it down below. This is a fun game that we got for Jojo. He likes building. You build houses, don't break the ice. Some more puzzles, launch and learn beginning sounds. And then this is like paint things for when we do paint. And this is Play-Doh. So oftentimes, like I said, for their fine motor thing, sometimes I'll pull out the Play-Doh. Paints, bears for counting. I use these a lot for counting or, yeah. And Lincoln Logs, we got those from a friend. So yeah, these are the like, you know, games time. I'll put some music on and we'll do something like that. And then this is their outdoor play area. They love coming outside. My husband built this. They go up this ladder, which has really, they used to not be able to go up this at all. And now they can both go up to the top with something in their hand or their mouth, the swings. Another thing for science that we do really is our garden. So they love helping me in the garden. Ah, don't look at it. It's so bad right now. We got mildew on the zucchini. But we'll go out for dinner. I'll be like, come out and get me some basil. So they'll give me the basil or the rosemary, the mint. And they love checking what's new in the garden. Yeah. They love taking their bikes, filling them up with gas and going all around the backyard. Running, playing, just this whole area they love to use. So filling up with dirt. Their favorite thing is digging. They both have a wheelbarrow, and oh, we have a ramp now. And they like to dig holes and transfer. They love when Steven uses the chainsaw, cut stuff down. So yeah, I'm just trying to document what life was like for my boys at 4 and 2.
Will you teach me?
Certainly, said Turtle. Meet me by the river tomorrow.
Crunch. His feet sank into the snow.
I got some clips of the art class. Maybe I'll get clips of the homeschool co-op. I don't know. Okay, Joseph's up from his nap, so he wants me to go play with him. But best tips that have helped are doing it during, if you have another baby that naps, doing it during that time, being consistent, having a fun snack or drink that you give to them while you do it, and keeping it short, keeping it brief. Don't drag it on. And I like to switch between like a fine motor and gross motor. I'm not like a PhD or anything. But I just know my kids, and I know that they don't want to sit forever, and I don't want them to sit forever. So I'll have them like smacking, like I'll put things on the ground and I'll say like, you know, the ah sound, and they'll hit the O, and we'll do like, you know, movement, or we'll jump on things, and then we can do more like whiteboards or whatever, and then we'll do a balance game. I switch it up with games or something like that, and then we'll go back to maybe sitting still and doing a flashcard. So try to keep them moving, and there's just so much to do. At this age, it's so easy. I'll just say like, can you go get me everything that you can find that is the color red and put it in a bucket? And they go find red and they put it in a bucket, or do scavenger hunt and have to find these things and cross it off. And I find that like sometimes the day before I'll think about what I'm going to do that day as far as like an extra game or so to teach this concept. And then I just implement it, and it's really fun. So I'm just taking it 1 year at a time, and that is this year. So thanks for watching. I'll link everything I can down below, and hope you guys have a great year, school year, whatever your kids do for school, if that's why you're watching this. And if you're just a family friend checking in on how we're doing, that's what we're doing. Okay.